April 2nd, 2022. Another spiritual fight. It's supposed to be a good weekend. I get an invite from Facebook. Y'all all know how Facebook works. You get an invite from Facebook for a birthday party. Children's birthday party. Same woman that bought our child a birthday gift last year. I told my wife, who is she? We have mutual friends. It's that simple. The woman's married. Married, just got a house, but she asks me again. Now, when I first brought it up, I said, if you want to go, we could go. I just thought it'd be a good time to get out and get the kids and let them be at the park and play with some other kids and have a good outing, right? So earlier today, she asked me again, who is this person and how y'all know her? How you know her? Mutual friends on Facebook. You know how you friend people and people friend you and whatever. She invited us last year. She bought my daughter a gift for her birthday. I told my wife we owe her a gift. If you want to send it, I don't got a problem sending it. I'll send her a gift card, whatever. If you want to go take the kids, we go take the kids. So now, enemy puts these thoughts in my wife's head to make her think, now, you don't want to be with me, but then you worried about who the hell if I'm talking to somebody or somebody. You telling everybody under the sun that we're only together you're only with me because of the children. But we got money that if she wanted to get a divorce, she'd go get a divorce. But I told y'all, it's not about her getting the divorce. It's about tormenting me, the enemy using my wife to torment me, make me unhappy because of the God's work that I'm doing by making these videos and exposing them. So I got my hair cut. It was already, I'm already going bald. See how low it is. But I went to the barbershop to get a haircut. Now it's, you got your hair cut. Who you trying to impress? Got your little chain on. How many videos y'all done seen me with a chain on? So now I'm trying to impress. Right? I'm trying to impress. So here goes all the lies. You're just saying stuff to try to get under my skin. So this is what took place. So this was an argument this morning. I leave just to get away. I leave to get away because honestly, it started last night, which had to do with her getting some sleep even though she didn't have to go to work today. And we both are tired because of our daughters is keeping us up in the middle of the night. But I get off of work at 7, drive all the way from Redlands all the way to Norwalk to go pick up our son, my stepson. I don't get back home until almost 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Around 9 o'clock-ish, right? A little bit past 9. I come home, I eat. She goes in the room. I don't say nothing. I'm paying no mind. But it's kind of like, man, you ain't trying to spend no time with me, no nothing. I don't even say this to her. So she goes, but she's tired because she had a long day, I guess, with this orientation and taking these classes online at home for her new job, right? So she's drained. I don't even, I'm not making it no big deal or anything. I'm tired, she tired. It is what it is. But then, I'm in the living room. She's in the bedroom. The baby's in the bedroom. All I'm hearing is the baby crying, constantly crying. So I finally get up like, okay, what's going on? Something wrong with my wife because, you know, lately she's been talking about how drained she's been and she don't feel like something's wrong with her internally. So I go in the room. I'm like, Coretta, you hear the baby crying? She said, yeah, I hear, yeah. You know, I thought you was gonna get her. I said, when do we do this back and forth? Take turns. Like if you hear the baby crying, you do what you're supposed to do. It ain't no, oh, I'm just gonna let the baby cry when the bottle's right there on the dresser, and all you had to do was give her the bottle. But this is how the enemy works, man. This is how the enemy works. So when I come in here, you know, she makes it seem like I yelled at her, but I didn't yell at her. Once again, I think I spoke about this one other time. You got to recognize the enemy's games, his strategies, his tricks. You got to recognize all this, right? So then I go back in the living room. I'm chilling in the living room, watching TV. Next thing you know, because I was going to take the baby. I was going to take my daughter and just have her run around in the living room. But she said, I got it. Don't worry, I got it. Don't even worry about it no more. I got it. I said, okay, cool. I said, are you sure? She said, yeah. Okay, so I go back in the living room. Then she comes in the living room talking about, oh, you came in here yelling and screaming. I said, I didn't come in there yelling and screaming. Why would I yell and scream and the baby, and the other kids is in the other room? What made you think I was yelling and screaming? Because I woke you up out your sleep? I didn't yell and scream at you. But the enemy's trying to start an argument. Why? Because we were supposed to have a family day today. It's starting arguments. I done peeped this. When it fails at one, it'll come back and try to start another argument. It's trying to rev up that big argument, right? So it's kind of hard when you peeping it, and it's like you're constantly being attacked. The enemy wants you to react. He's doing whatever it takes so you could come out of character, so you can react, so it could get more power to do whatever it wants to do with my wife, using it as a vessel, right? So I tell myself, get up, go in the car. I get up in the car, I drive around the block, then I pull back into our complex, and I just sit in the car. And I put the seat back, and I'm just laying there, just thinking. I was like, I was going to make a video then, but then I was like, I'm just tired of making these videos. I'm just tired, you know? But I know I'm supposed to make them. So I come back in the house, I sleep on the couch. Everything is good. She wakes up this morning speaking. I'm like, oh, okay. Where's this coming from? You know, now she's good all of a sudden this morning. And I don't even like being, like what the enemy wants to do is tries to force me to get out the house. It wants that territory. So it tries to force me to get out of my house. It does this all the time. It's going to do whatever it have to do to get you to leave from your home, right? So then the morning comes, and then she gets to questioning again, even though I was very clear about this birthday party. But she wants that. She asked the question again. I said, and all I said to her was, I told you, right? Oh, I can't never say nothing to you. I didn't say you couldn't say nothing to me. Oh, I'm the enemy now. I said, I didn't call you the enemy. But I'm already peeping game. Based off keywords and key phrases that she's using, I know the enemy's trying to come back, right? So, you know, what I do? I leave to go get the present. I go to Target. No, I go get my hair cut. right? I always get my hair cut every 2 weeks or a week and a half or whatever, and it was looking real bad. So I said, you know what, let me go get my hair cut. Set up an appointment, told her that I was setting up an appointment. I'm going to get my hair cut. I said, you want me to set one up for you? You know, nah. Okay, cool, whatever. I got to go get a haircut and go pick our clothes up from the cleaners. And then I'm going to drive around and look for another cleaners, because the cleaners that had our clothes, they really expensive, and I know there's some cheaper ones out there somewhere else. So I drive around, a couple cleaners, go get the girls present, come back home. It's around 12 o'clock, right? So I go, I come back. I said, can I have a kiss? She don't want to give me a kiss. She's still mad. Okay, so what you mad about? What are you mad about? I've been gone for like almost an hour and a half. You still mad? I said, okay, cool. I'm gonna sit on the couch, but I'm not gonna be in this house. So I leave. I'm online, browsing, had a little extra cash, my cash. You know, she's using her cash for something else. I go buy this little silver chain. I go to JCPenney's, go get my chain, come back home, get dressed. I put on an outfit that she bought me. Now the outfit's too good to go to a children's party. But I said all my clothes in my closet is fly. So anything I put on is gonna look good. What you want me to wear? What you want me to wear? This what I got on right now and some shorts? Huh? We ain't been around this woman. We don't know how her get down. We don't know these people like that. We don't know how big this party's gonna be. But I'm gonna put on something nice, right? And that's what I did. Something that she bought me. A little jogger pants and t-shirt set. Jogger pants, Michael Kors jogger pants, Michael Kors t-shirt set. That's it. Put on my J's. I always wear my J's. Ain't nothing new. I'm wearing my J's or I'm wearing my Nike Air Max. I put on the J's. Nothing new. But now, let the enemy tell it, I'm doing too much. So now, we drive all the way to this supposedly B birthday. We get there, and I don't see nobody. So I go on the invitation, right? The birthday ain't until the 16th. I said, damn, I didn't even know that it was. I said, what made me think that the birthday was today? Right? And I'm trying to still think, like, what made me think that the birthday's today? So we leave, go get a bite to eat at Burger King. Us and the family, we got the 2 girls and our son in the back. She wanted to go, she said, oh, we need to get a lock for our door, because we got one of those door handles that do like that, right? So our 2-year-old, she's been walking out the house. So I said, okay, I'll get one. We stop, get something to eat, then we go to Walmart. I go get it. I'm 43 years old. I know how to pick a lock. I ain't made one bad decision. Ain't not one time, any decisions, anything I done did, my wife done said, you know what, you messed up. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. You got the wrong thing. Nothing. I come out with the lock. She's looking at it. This ain't gonna work. I said, what you mean? This is for the lock. It's for the lock. Read it. No, it ain't gonna work. She's still gonna be able to get, if she unlocks the top lock, she's gonna be able to open the door. I said, think about what you just said. So if she unlocks the top lock, she just pulls the door open. Our door don't even work like that. Doors don't even work like that. Doors don't, if it got a lock and a handle, a doorknob or a handle, it ain't gonna open unless you pull on that handle. Even if the door is unlocked, it's not gonna open unless you twist the doorknob or you pull on the handle. I said the way it's designed is for the handle can't move up and down, so it stays here. And then we press 2 little buttons on the side, which drops this little piece that allows the door handle to come down if we need to come out, right? So she was trying to argue about that. Then we drive over to Sam's Club so I could go get the diapers. She's in her phone. I simply ask her, hey, babe, can you transfer $60 in the app, so I can get these diapers? Why you can't do it? I said, what, huh? I said, why you just can't do it? As many times I done asked you to do something like this, it's never been a problem. But if you ask me, I'm not saying nothing, I'm doing it. So now that's a problem. Oh, you must think I'm stupid. Who called you stupid? What stupid got to do with anything? Right? This is what I'm saying to her. No, the enemy's putting these words in your head once again, and you're believing everything that the enemy wants to make you believe. Because you don't know what truth is. You don't follow truth. She's quick to tell me, I'm not going to do what you want me to do. You're always trying to force me to do something. I'm not forcing you to do anything. I just want you to change. I don't want to change. Every time she says she don't want to change, I know it's the enemy, right? So I go into Sam's Club. I'm thinking that she went ahead and did it. Did she do it? Nope. Try to swipe to pay for it. Not done. So now I got to stand at the door with the box, transfer money to do it because she didn't want to do it. Get back in the car. I said, man, this enemy, the enemy really got you going, huh? Oh, and that just, that just worked her up for me saying that because I was upset. Like, why you didn't transfer the money? You still couldn't transfer the money? Like, you're so upset you couldn't transfer the money? Okay. So now we driving on the way home. She's saying all type of stuff. Then that don't have nothing to do with what we was talking about. She's talking about, all you want me to do is suck your dick and ride your dick in the middle. I said, why are you talking like that with your son in the back seat? Well, he hear Carly B and everything. I said, that comes on the radio. We had no control of that, but we had control of what we say around these kids. I don't care. I say whatever I want to say. He done heard us argue anyway. I said, if he heard us arguing and you talking like that, it's you talking like that. I didn't say anything about sex. Why are you bringing up sex? So now she goes to level 2. Level 2 is pull over so I can walk home. We about 6 miles away from the house. I'm not going to pull over for you to walk home. We can make it until we get home, and then you can do whatever you want to do. So now it's, if you're not going to pull over, I'm going to open this door while we're driving. She done did this before, too. She done did this on the freeway. She done did this before. It's times where I had to pull over on the freeway because she had the door open, playing like she's going to jump out the car, and then she's on the side of the freeway walking home. Right? And I got to circle back around to see if she's going to get in the car. I done been through this. This is all strategies of the enemy. So now she's her son's screaming, Mom, stop. Don't close the door. Please, please, please. But she ain't closing the door. Then she closes the door. Then she's touching on my face while I'm driving, puts her finger in my mouth. Right? She done put her finger in my mouth once before and then digged with her, because she wears nails about like this long. Digged in my mouth, cut my mouth up, cut my tongue by digging in my mouth. I'm driving. I'm trying to hurry up and get home because I don't trust her, because the enemy don't care about you, your family, your kids, or anything. They're the type that will turn the steering wheel and make you crash. Don't care. She done did it before. Luckily, we didn't hit nothing. So I'm very nervous while I'm driving, but she keeps touching me on my face with her nails and stuff and all up on my head. And I'm asking her kindly, can you please stop? Stop the car. I said, no, I'm going to wait till we get home. Now she wants to turn off the car while I'm driving. I'm in the middle of the lane. Car turns off while I'm in the middle of the drive. So now you trying to destroy our car, damage it into a way when you know we need 2 cars. for you to get to work, for me to get to work. But if we down to one car, then what? Then what? Whatever little Easter egg money that we have, we got to spend that on a new car or to fix the damages that you done did with your actions. So I pull over, she don't hop out, I start the car. I pull over, she hops out the car, I drive off. I come back home, I put the lock on the door, I go back out to see where she's at, right? By the time I get to the corner, she's already at the corner. I turn around, I come back in the house. More arguing. Now she's saying hurtful things. Oh, you going to the gym to lose weight, you fat. She called me fat, she called me all types of things. She's doing whatever it takes to try to make me upset. Oh, I'm gonna leave you, I'm only here for the kids. You're gonna put your hands on me again. Blah, 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 blah. I said, when have I put my hands on you, just like physically just beat you up? You haven't, but you will. You will. You're gonna kill me. You will, once again. So now the enemy's full force using her. Get out my room. Now she wants me to leave. Won't you just leave? No, I'm not leaving. You're not going to keep running me out of my own house. See, because the plan was, since we didn't, let's go ahead and take these kids to the park and let them run around. Still make a day out of it. That didn't even take place. Now we back at home. And I'm over here making this video because she's coming with all the insults and she's trying to argue more and more. And it's so hard when you're having constant insults and constant things said about you that is not true. It's hard to have willpower. But God gives us an out. And I just told you what took place a couple days ago. The enemy constantly comes at me. He's constantly coming at me because he wants me to bow my knee down to him and give up on my marriage. But she says things like, well, it's not going to be long. I'll leave you on my terms. But it's like, why are you constantly trying to torment me? If you don't want to be in this marriage, then leave. Then it goes to, oh, you'll rebound. You'll find you another woman. You can't be by yourself anyway. I said, huh? Where are you getting this from? Before I met you, I was by myself. So what makes you think I ain't going to be by myself? Even if you did leave me and you divorced me, I may still keep the door open for you to come back if you change. But if that don't happen, yes, I'm going to move on with my life. I'm not going to just say, you know what, I give up on marriage because the enemy used that one and the enemy used this one. I just got to get somebody, I will just have to find somebody that's strong in the word, that lives by the word like me. You see what I'm saying? I already know when you do things God's way, it don't take 4 or 5 years. You ain't with the person for 4 or 5. Not when you do it the right way and do it God's way. You're gonna date. You're gonna do it God's way, and then y'all gonna get married. That's just what happens, But she wants to tell me that I can't be without nobody. I gotta be with someone. I'm like, where are you getting this at? What makes you think that? It ain't like I got married when I was 21. I didn't get married again until I was 36. And I didn't get married again until I was damn near 40. So the difference is when I turned 36, by the time I was 40, I done gave my life to God. By the time I was 36 and I got married, I'm just now starting my journey. But God was still trying to show me, and I was still learning from my ways. But I'm just tired, man. It's tiring. It's tiresome. I got to deal with this. I can't never just have a good time with my wife and just be loving and watch TV and do things, but I do things that she wants me to do. Like I said, we didn't have to go to this to this birthday party, but for some reason the enemy's making it seem like I'm forcing and I'm trying to really go. I told her, if you don't want to go, we don't have to go. I could send the girl a gift, the baby a gift, but we both got the weekend off now. It'd be good to get the girls out the house. It's a girl's birthday party. We got little girls. It's gonna be other little girls. They're gonna be a playground. Let's do us. Come on. This enemy been trying me for almost the last 48 hours. Trying to have this big ass argument, this big ass fight. And it's always about nothing. But it escalates to more than what it is, to the point she's telling me, call the police then. Call the police. Calling the police ain't gonna make nothing better. All it's gonna do is put you in jail. And now we're in a financial bond because now I gotta do everything by myself with no help, even though it's set up for us to do it together. Like, my wife going to jail ain't gonna do anything but mess up her career. Then she says, I don't care. What are you talking about? You don't care. You went to school for this. Then she says some silly, my sister and my mama, they by themselves. I'll be right along with them. I said, that sounds like a generational curse because don't nobody want to be single when they don't need to. Don't nobody want to be single when they don't need to. You got everything that you want and you don't see it. The enemy got you looking at me like I'm some disaster or I'm some bad husband. But if I ask her, give me 3 things I'm doing wrong. She's not going to tell me. She's going to say, you know what you're doing wrong. That's what she's going to say. You know what you're doing wrong. Then tell me. No, I don't need to tell you. So why you want to divorce me? You know why. Why? I don't need to tell you why. I've been going through this same thing for years with my wife, and she refuses to listen to what I have to say. She refuses to listen to my wisdom and my knowledge of the Word of God. She refuses. So when stuff like this happens, that means no kisses, no nookie until she's ready to give it. Then when she gives it to me and I be looking surprised, she be looking at me like, why are you looking so surprised? Like, because you don't give me no nookie, you don't kiss me, you don't do anything. You don't show me no love. All I do is show you love 24/7, 7 days a week. But I can't never get no love back in return. Funny thing is, this is who I want to be with. Funny thing is, a lot of people watching these videos, it's like, couldn't be me. Exactly. You got to have a special type of obedience to God to follow his word and to know what's going on. Because the woman I be having these fights with, that's not my wife. This is the same woman that plans trips. We're supposed to be going on a cruise. We're supposed to be doing this. We're supposed to be going to Vegas next month. Supposed to be going to a comedy show. We supposed to be doing a whole lot of stuff, but this is somebody that don't want to be with me. How is that even possible? How can you say you don't want to be with somebody, but you're constantly planning activities with each other? Well, she's planning the activities. She's bringing the stuff up. I didn't say let's go to Vegas. I didn't say come on, let's do a cruise. I didn't say, you know, she wanted to do a comedy show. I said, okay, we could do that. I just picked the comedian. Shout out to Deion Cole. He's funny, very funny. But other than that, then it's now you want to talk to your mama all of a sudden. I always talk to my mama. Oh, you only talking to her because she's giving you money. No. When my mama's sick, I was talking to her. Yes, thank you. I was talking to her. She's been owing me money that she was going to give to me for the last 3 weeks. If I really needed that money, I would have been got that money. The enemy just says a whole lot of things that don't hold no truth. And she just allows the enemy to hurt me. But that's it, man. This has been a 30-minute video. I'm out.